that opens up the hips, stretches it out.
Some of us aren't flexible.
Well, that's why we're doing this.
And we need help.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to our second episode of our summer series. I have Mr. Brett Cunningham back here in the chair. Lazy as possible, he says. Today we're going to bring you a low-impact hip mobility workout. It's really all about stretching, opening up the hips, and working on that flexibility. As always, we're going to conduct an EMOM. EMOM stands for every minute on the minute. You're going to work for a certain amount of time in a minute, and then the rest of the time in that minute is your rest. 3 exercises, 3 rounds, and then you're done. We do have a 2-minute warm-up and a 1-minute pep talk, but either way, you're out of here in under 20 minutes. There is minimal equipment required for this workout today. All you need is a chair, or if you have access to a workout bench, that will work as well. Mr. Cunningham and I have our kitchen table chairs that we're going to work with. In addition to that, we also have some core disc sliders. Honey, would you show them?
Paper plates work too.
Yes, or if you have hardwood floors, a washcloth or a small hand towel underneath your foot will also work as well. This just makes it more about the flexibility in the movement rather than having to lift and move the foot. So let's get into our moves for today. So the first move we're going to have is a seated movement here. We're going to use our core disc slider. Mr. Cunningham is on the edge of his seat rather than leaning against the back. We want to make sure that our core is tight. We're sitting up straight. Posture is good to go. He's going to start with his feet close together, and he's going to take one leg and rotate out using the core disc slider. Now, that's why we have the slider. We're not going to lift the leg. Instead, we're just going to use it to rotate it out as far as we can, leaving our core facing forward. We don't want to twist. We want to focus mostly on that hip mobility. So show us one more time. All right. After that, we're going to set the disc slider aside and we're going to do a seated march. So again, he's going to remain on the edge of his seat, posture, core tight, and he's going to march one leg up, slow and controlled, as high as he can to really feel that stretch. He's going to lower it. What'd you say?
Which isn't very high for me.
Which is not very high for him, but that's why we're here. So we're going to march one leg up, and then we're going to lower it and bring the other one up, okay? 30 seconds of that as well. After that, we're going to stand,
Dun, 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 dun.
set our chairs to the side, but for right now, we're okay. We're going to do a single leg hip circle. So for this, we're going to put the balance on one leg and focus on swinging that hip, opening it up. We're going to take our time, bring it around. We're going to do 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds on the other. Then we grab our chairs, bring it back in, and do it 2 more times. Sound good?
Talk me into it.
All right, so without further ado, grab your water.
We need some dew. It's smoky out there.
Grab your water, grab your equipment, and we'll see you back here right in a few seconds. And we're back.
Got my water.
We're ready to go. We've got our water and our equipment, but we've got to get into our warm-up first. So let's squat. Here we go. I'll step back just a little bit. Have Mr. Cunningham at the front so you can see the beautiful being that is behind BC Pro Shop. I've got mine on too.
I know, look at that. Mine's fresh though.
Yes.
Thank you, Lamar.
Shout out to Lamar. Just to warm up, get everything pumping and ready to go so we don't hurt ourselves, even though we are just stretching today. All right, so now we're gonna do some hip circles. If you've ever seen SpongeBob, he brings it around town. And he's blowing bubbles. And that's what we're doing today.
I don't know how to go. That was poorly planned.
Well, he doesn't blow bubbles with gum.
Well, I can't blow bubbles, but he blows bubbles with.
What are you doing right now? You look like a tornado.
Tornado?
Tornado
Can we call
Cunningham.
this tornado warm-ups?
We should call it a tornado warm-up. Okay, we're gonna get into a squat again. Here we go.
Bouncy.
Making sure that we're digging our heels into the ground rather than our balls of our feet.
I have no balls in my feet.
And as always, the commentary from Mr. Cunningham is really why you're here.
Told me I wasn't gonna sweat today. Sweating during the warm-up.
Well, you're wearing a sweatshirt.
I don't want to hear your excuses.
All right, back to the SpongeBob hip circles, the tornado circles, as Brett calls them.
You're doing it backwards.
Your legs should be spread open just a little bit. There you go.
Yeah, it's more tornado-y, touching the ground.
You want to focus on moving your hips, not your shoulders. There you go. Yes, rated R. You didn't think that's what you were getting today, but that's what you are getting. Surprise! All right, so as Brett puts on his booby tassels,
Bow wow.
we're going to give you our 1 minute pep talk. As always, it takes a lot of courage to get up and take care of yourself physically. You should be rewarding your body with exercise, not punishing it. So the fact that you're here to take care of yourself is a big deal. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, I'll be sitting now.
So he's going to sit down again. That's where we start, is seated in the chair. Grab your disc slider if you have one. If not, if you've got a paper plate, hardwood floors, like I said, you can use a washcloth or a hand towel, as long as you are focusing on the movement and not skidding across the carpet or the flooring. Make sure that it is a smooth
No
process.
chattering.
No chattering, sure.
Yeah, chattering, you know.
Yes, I know. Again, you don't want to be leaning back here. You want to be seated, core tight. And we are going to rotate. We're going to do one leg and then the other. So here we go. We focus on pulling it as far as we can and back. Notice that I am not shifting my body. We are keeping it straight forward right here.
Just trying to look at myself in the camera.
I'm sure you've accomplished it quite greatly. Last one right there. Let's switch sides. Deep core breath. Here we go. Brett is so excited to do this workout today that he started without me. Take your time. Allow your hip to stretch. It's not about speed, it's about feeling the movement today. Last one right here.
Oh, okay. We went past the time.
And that's it. Yep, you're okay. I promise.
It's doing more work than I have to.
Yeah, bare minimum here. Maximum effort, Deadpool. All right, again, we're on the edge of our seat. Core is tight. We're going to march, taking our legs up one at a time. So here we go. We take it up and down. Notice I'm not bringing my body. I'm still keeping myself upright. If you want to put your hands out so that you have something to aim for, not there, but in front of you.
Yeah, I can't get there either.
Making sure that you're taking your time to focus.
I think this will get rid of my gut too. It's just like a crunch.
You should not be crunching. Last one.
I didn't say it was a crunch, I said it's like a crunch.
It could be, if you have your core tight, it could definitely help your core and your back as well. So now we're gonna set our chairs out of the way. And remember those hip circles we were doing a second ago? We're going to do just one leg with it. So we're gonna stand, putting all of our balance and focus on one leg. Not quite that, but we are going to rotate right here. So pick a leg, any leg, and let's get into it. Here we go. You can go forward like me, you can go backwards like Brett.
I like to look at it as counterclockwise.
Or yeah, I was gonna say counterclockwise. Whatever tickles your pickle.
I think this is harder on my balance leg than it is my
I
other
was just
leg.
gonna say it will be. All right, let's switch. Give yourself a few seconds to get ready. And
I'm not good with the right.
Here we
I'm
go.
left all the time.
that's all right. If you need, you can also grab your chair to help yourself out with your balance. Make sure you're not putting any weight on the chair, but you're just holding it and you're standing straight up. Another good reason to keep your chair nearby when you do move it in your workout space. Last little rotation here. All right. And you can do your Michael Jackson leg as Brett has. Okay, you've got about 8 seconds. If you need a drink, go ahead and get one.
So much for stoppages.
E-moms, we keep going.
Yeah, I'll give
All
you
right,
those.
here we go. Let's do the legs again. Grab your slider. Here we go. Taking it out and back in. Core is tight. We are facing forward. We're still breathing.
See, I'm used to when you talk like this, me screwing something up. So every time you say something, I'm like, oh, am I not doing that?
They're just simple reminders, letting you know you're doing good. Let's switch sides. Here we go. Out and back in. Again, none of this leaning and slouching. We're not back here like this. We want to sit up straight. Brett, you are already sitting up straight. Don't panic. Last one right here. Here we go. Just letting you guys know his calves look awesome from this angle.
They look awesome from every angle.
There it is. So we're gonna get ready to march here in a second. Core is tight. Sitting up straight. Here we go. We take one leg up. Yep, you can use your hands if you'd like. Give yourself a goal to reach. Making sure our core is tight. And we are indoors today due to the weather outside.
Oh, I thought it was because I was smoking. Nope, that's Canada.
Yes, that's why we are inside today. Last one on each side. So 1 and 2. All right. Set your chairs to the side, but not too far if you need them for that hip circle. You got about 20 seconds. So if you need a drink, go ahead and get one. Make sure you stay hydrated.
Got some BCAAs in this sucker.
To help make sure our muscles recover quicker, less pain, that kind of thing. We're old. Again,
You might be old.
you're older than me if you'd remember your own age. All right, here we go.
Am I supposed to be taking this as far as I can?
Just not out of control. You just want to make sure that you're focusing on your balance and opening it up. So you don't want to be kicking it out up here, but just a little circle.
Oh boy.
Focus on your balance. Let's switch sides. Here we go. If you lose your balance, all you got to do is recenter and keep going. Don't quit. Making sure we're standing up as straight and as tall as we can. Let's do one more right here. All right, shake that out, 'cause that is tougher on the standing leg. Bring your chair back in. We've got one more round, and then you're on your way.
My hands hurt and I'm sweating.
Thank you, Mac Jr. All right, here we go. Last time out. Again, you want to make sure your legs are at a 90-degree angle. If you're in a chair where you're too high and your legs, too far out, or you're too bunched up, it's not going to do what we need it to do. Keeping your leg at a 90-degree angle. Nice and straight. Straight, smooth slide out. All right, that's the last one on that side. Let's switch.
My college bowling buddies know this is the dean.
Oh,
Close to the dean.
close to the dean.
The dean would be standing and doing this while
Oh.
you're walking up the approach.
Gotcha. So this could be used as in bowling as well.
Yep.
This isn't just about golf today. Maybe we'll bring it back for the bowling rounds. All right, we're finished on that side. Get that slider out of the way. You've got about 10 seconds rest. Take your deep breath, get your drink of water.
Suck it in.
If you need it, core is tight. Here we go. Let's march. So up and back down. You can keep your hands on your hips if you need. If you want to put them down at your side, hold the legs of your chair, you can. Just as long as we're not crunching like this, shoulders are down and relaxed. Got 10 seconds left of marching.
Hop, 2, 3, 4.
Last one right here.
Both legs.
Both legs. Okay, here we go. All right, this is our last round of standing single leg hip circles. So get your slider out of the way. We don't want you to trip. You do have about 15 seconds rest. So make sure that you hydrate if you need it. And after this, we're done. Our cool down is going to be fun because we get to watch Mr. C do a stretch that I'm not sure he's ever done.
Yeah, and she didn't tell me about it till just now.
Because I didn't remember until just now. So here we go. Circle it out.
Kicked a chair.
Be aware of your surroundings, not only for yourself, but for your partner.
I need like the VR
The VR
safe
map.
space.
All right, let's switch sides here. Take it around. I kicked the chair too, don't worry.
Ooh. Oh, still got me.
A little balance tip If you put your finger on your nose, it helps.
I thought you were supposed to stare at something that's not
You can do that as well. All right, that's it. Okay,
Chair still or no chair?
no chairs. We're gonna get into the cool down. So have a seat on the floor and we'll get into it. Okay, so we're back.
It hurts just sitting here.
Well, you're gonna be great.
Good Lord.
We're back. It's not much of a cool down, but it is a quick little stretch that can help you open up your hips. If you don't have time to do the mobility workout that we just did and your hips are bothering you right before golf or bowling, you can just take a few seconds to give this stretch a try. So this is our 90-90 stretch. I just showed Brett the 90-90 stretch before we started recording this cool down stretch. And it was interesting to say the least. So how you want to sit, if you were a cheerleader like I was, this is called a tabletop. So you'll sit with one leg bent in front of you and the other one bent behind you. It's not entirely behind you, but it is still back there. So what we want to do without using our hands, I'm going to turn myself this way. We want to lift the legs to this seated position and rotate them to the other side. That opens up the hips, stretches it out.
Got it.
And Humpty Dumpty was never put back together again. So we just want to take a second to
Feels great right
stretch.
here.
That's great. You want to have that stretch. You know, you can stretch.
I'm cheating.
Not only the hips, but this can help you stretch out your back, your torso, whatever it may be. You just start in the tabletop. You lift yourself up to a seated position, and then turn it back over and stretch out those hips.
I feel like my feet are in the wrong spot to start with.
How so? Just so
Well, I mean, yours are here.
Yep, because
then-
I'm rolling off the sides of my feet.
Then you go to here,
Yep.
and then you...
So you go here, and you, there you go.
Cramps!
And that's all you need to do the 90-90 stretch. We thank you for joining us for today's exercise and today's stretch.
I sounded like Donald Duck.
You did sound like Donald Duck when he gets really mad and he starts cussing everyone out in Donald Duck speak. Yes, so as always, we appreciate you joining us today. Next week, we'll be back with something even better, even more fun, hopefully outdoors, if we can get some clear weather. Anything you want to say, dear?
I'm sweating.
I did kind of tell him he wasn't going to sweat. But liar! I'm proud of you for showing up. I'm proud of you for showing up. And as always, take good care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and we'll see you next time.
Eat better.
Eat better.
Then
And
you-
hydrate.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Bye, guys. Did you really get cramp?
Yeah. Right here.
Jesus, we didn't even work that part.